Jacksepticeye. I enjoy watching.
This guy's awesome.
Isn't he a fun guy? I just recently learned about him.
He's pretty cool.
I like to. That dude. He's a nice Irishman.
Very Irish.
He loves playing video games. A lot of the scary ones are very popular with him, and he gets scared very easily playing these scary video games. But he's very entertaining and fun to watch. Shout out to Jacksepticeye. I think I'm saying his name right.
Something like that. Yeah.
Again, I just recently found him, so.
Yeah, he's cool.
Septic Eye.
He's been doing YouTube for a long time.
Name?
Very long time.
Creative name.
I think he's
He's a grinder.
He just made a YouTube page when he was very young and probably just said, this sounds edgy. But
yeah. It's got kind of a 2000s industrial metal band feel to it.
It does, and he also has 30 million subscribers to go along
him.
with that. So, yeah. So it's like, I don't think he's going to change that name anytime soon.
Yeah, you can't change that branding. Nope.
Speaking of branding, be sure to like and subscribe our intro to episode 2 of The Other Side of the Other Side.
That's how we're opening it up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, what? Too much pressure now.
A little bit.
It's a little rusty since the last get together in this creepy cabin, or what are we calling this creepy cabin?
The Creeper Cabin.
The Creeper Cabin.
Yeah.
Did you ever talk to that whoever you got this cabin from about the weird noises we heard?
Apparently,
last time?
Yeah, I did. He totally said, "Don't worry about it. It was just me. I was hauling stuff through the woods, so don't worry. I was visiting friends off in a field somewhere.
Visiting friends, huh?
He was, yeah.
Didn't say what he was hauling.
Well,
This seems fishy.
it was a very elongated shipping crate. You know, almost big enough. You probably fit someone inside, if that gives you an example. But no, he was fine. Yeah, he said that was him. He said, don't worry. He
Innocent
said,
enough.
yeah.
They have a dog with them.
Chief, I think, has been keeping him company because I let my dog run around out here in the woods while we film. If you hear him barking, that's him. Probably barking at
Squirrels.
squirrels. Yeah, definitely not the guy who used to own this property.
Okay. All right. Well, good, because no interruptions tonight. We have a lot we need to talk about.
Sure do. What are we talking about?
We are talking about the Farrar Schoolhouse.
Oh, man.
Big
Boy.
news with Farrar.
Headline: Colby and Sam purchase Farrar Schoolhouse. Is that them?
I think they go not in alphabetical order. So Sam and Colby.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have the.
I think
the
Kobe and
brand.
Sam flows better though.
It does.
Kobe.
You want to do alphabetical.
Oh, is it Colby?
It's Colby with an L in there.
Yep.
But Kobe and Sam sounds pretty good
talking
too.
about like it's Colby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kobe? Okay. Like
I mean,
electronic. the cheap one.
A lot of people have heard of Sam and Colby, especially if they're in the YouTube environment. I've heard of them. Haven't really watched their stuff. Forgive me if I'm missing out. I'm old.
Yeah, I just a quick little insight. I was reading a lot of comments about their purchase of Ferrari. That's what people were saying the same thing. It's like, never really seen them, but I know they got a lot of viewers.
Yeah. And I heard it on the rumor mill. I think they have ties to the Kansas City area.
I've heard that too. I have
Yeah.
not dug deep enough to see if that's truth or not.
And if that's true, represent KC. Hey, then that's good.
I don't even think it's KC. I think it was just Kansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outskirts. Which
Yeah.
suburbs. The burbs. But hey, pretty cool that they've made a big investment. They're investing in the paranormal, which is probably the ultimate goal of every paranormal enthusiast out there, is try to make a bigger career out of it. And they have been successful so far with their content creation, but sounds like they're taking it to the next level now.
They've definitely opened up paranormal investigating. You are allowed to investigate the Farrar Schoolhouse. Although that was one of the big cons I was seeing circulating the social medias. People didn't like the super duper price increase that they put on it.
Oh boy.
And the
Just like
limited amount of
everything
time. I know, that's just it. Is that I could see their point. I'm sure what they did was, okay, we got this haunted location out. Let's see what other people charge for their haunted locations.
And like you guys say, they're like $600 a night.
Yeah.
Well,
They're expensive.
I would check that price actually.
You did?
I didn't. I had there's
You
a
said
big
between
team of
500 to
resources.
600, right? A night
No,
for a group, right?
I mean, that would be ideal.
For a group.
There's a big team of resources that are out there that have kind of scouted out the changes that are going with the beautiful Farrar Schoolhouse. And the first price that was quoted was more than $1,000.
Oh!
We're looking at close to $1,300.
A night?
Well, no. That's
Or is it for the whole weekend? It's got to
You
be
would
a
think.
whole weekend.
You would think
2 nights.
in some of the research.
That's like $700 a pop at night.
Hold on to your seat, because that
I'm holding
price
on to my
was
seat.
Give it a
only for about 6 hours of time. 6 hours of time.
For
Huh?
$1,000+.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we're filming this in mid to late October. We're going to get the latest and greatest information. All of that kind of came out in early
It's
October.
not the greatest price, though.
No, and that's why it's become a hot topic here in the Midwest, and rightfully so, because there's a lot of people who love the Farrar Schoolhouse, us included. I counted up. You know how many times we've been to the Farrar Schoolhouse?
I was
A
kind of...
handful?
Yes. It was a lot. It's been a lot.
A handful, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
It is a very special place. We've been there 8 times, maybe unofficially 9 or 10. Because we always try to just cruise by anytime we go up to our home away from home, which is Iowa.
I've even stopped by on a trip when my wife and I went up somewhere to Iowa to visit friends. On the way back, we stopped at the Farrar Schoolhouse, so that counts as one. Jim was outside cutting the grass. I was riding a lawnmower, stopped to say hi and talk with Jim.
Yeah, so it's a special place that we've become very familiar with. Looking back, do you remember what year we first visited the Farrar Schoolhouse?
11.
Yeah, good memory. 2011.
Unreal.
Yep. In fact, June 11th, 2011, we just took a quick trip up to the Farrar Schoolhouse with one Iowa native, Tanya Henson, very cool lady.
That's right, Tanya. Yeah.
We had met her at the Belvoir Winery. They hosted a small Paracon with, like, Mike Ricksecker was there, Lee Ehrlich was there, and some others. Forgive me if I forgot who else was at that event, but we were able to go up and Tanya told us about this nice historic schoolhouse in the middle of nowhere in Iowa, close to the Des Moines area. We're like, sure, it's only 3 hours away.
I remember that.
Yeah, let's just take a quick daytime trip, check it out, and go meet Jim and Nancy who are up there.
And we still got plenty of footage of that. I could pull some of it up right now.
Yeah, a gentleman turned around and took a picture there, and his wife was sitting there, and saw there was a huge face about this big came up. And you could see it in the picture, but then later, the picture was gone. They called us when they got home and said it was gone. So here's the stage. The footlights are still under here.
Oh.
And then they boarded it up, though, because they used each one of these rooms as a classroom. It was built for about 150 students, and when it closed, it had like 350. The property was donated by Charles Guess, and with the understanding they put the school on here. And they moved 5 one-room classrooms, schoolhouses on the property, because those were the 5 townships or schools they were consolidating into the township. And one of them sat right in front of the garage that's out here until they tore it down, and I think it was like maybe the 80s. And the gentleman that donated the land died 2 years after it was finished. It was finished dedicated in 22, and he died in 24, and he's buried right across the street in the cemetery. Now, this is originally the principal's office.
Oh, weird.
Can you imagine?
Boy,
Standing up there with his eyeballs. It's like a patrol. And I had a man that came in here and said he spent a lot of time in that room. And then there's a door right here that goes into the dressing area backstage. That's all creepy. Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, man. It just seems like yesterday. We were there
Gosh.
exploring, and Nancy did a great job. Nancy gave us a real thorough tour, and that was the first time we met her, and man, instant connection. I think Jim was working on something.
Most likely.
Yep.
That was when they very early purchased, or I don't know, when did Jim and Nancy purchase Farrar?
Man, that's a good question. That's a very good
That is for Will,
Will would know, you're right.
because he's the one that helped fix things around there,
Oh
right?
my gosh, that dude is passionate about Farrar.
Yeah, with
He's
his
the
group
most
and everything.
passionate.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Will was there repairing everything, and he had his ghost people too.
Yeah.
Go in
Did.
there and enjoy.
C&H.
yeah, Will Conkle was very instrumental
Yeah.
in basically
Yeah.
making some much needed repairs to the Farrar Schoolhouse back around the 2013, maybe 14 time frame. A big undertaking was their HVAC system.
That was
And
huge.
Will came in. He had some help, and of course Jacqueline was there as well. But a big undertaking. Old buildings like that need HVAC.
Sure do.
It helps preserve some of the the infrastructure that's inside these buildings. And of course, when you're inviting large groups of people to come, you want to also give them a kind of a comfortable feel, and HVAC is definitely a must.
That was achieved.
Yeah, it sure was. Yep.
Because, if you don't have AVHC, there definitely will be a must.
You said a bust or a must?
A must.
Like a musty feel?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
You
That's.
must have a rim shot sound effect on that.
I got to get one for
I
sure.
thought you had it all dialed up.
You know
Getting
what?
ready to
No.
push that button.
Hey, it's been pushed. People have already heard it. It's called post.
Ah. Wanted to bring in Caleb here because Caleb, he's never been to the Farrar Schoolhouse, but I'm sure you've heard about it because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
always talking
Of
about
course, all the time.
the state of Iowa, our home away from home once again.
What comes to mind when you hear the word Farrar?
My old principal, Mr. Farrar.
Really?
Yep.
Was he a nice guy?
Yeah, he was actually pretty decent. He came in my sophomore year of high school.
Interesting.
Now, did he have any connections to the Farrar Schoolhouse?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
But based on what we're about. How do you spell Farrar?
Farrar. Farrar.
Could be. Could be.
That is interesting.
Could be.
And the fact that he was a principal.
In
One-
Tonganoxie.
Yeah.
So it's a small, down the road type of thing. So
I never
that is
knew
the first
that.
thing that comes to my mind.
How about that? Parallels.
Boy, a connection that you never even expected.
It's meant to be.
Boy.
You know, one of they say that one of the main ghosts that haunts the Farrar Schoolhouse is a principal type figure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah. He brought more insight than we thought today. That's great.
Yeah.
Good.
So let's say you put yourself in the shoes of Sam and Colby. You're kind of around the same age. They're maybe a couple years older than you, but you've recently become some sort of a property owner. Let's say you buy a schoolhouse, 3 stories high, a basement, a small gymnasium. I know you'd fix that gym first.
Yep, 100%.
Priorities. And then 2 floors of classrooms. But at your new home, who cuts the grass?
I do. I cut the own grass. Okay. That's right. Yep.
All right.
Because why do you cut the grass?
Gotta make sure it looks great. Gotta make sure it looks presentable to anybody that comes in, or just for my own self-being, you know.
Chicks.
Chicks. That's right.
Yeah, he said it very fancy-like. Well, I'm good. I'm glad you're thinking about property maintenance. As
That's
once
right.
again,
100%.
we can't say it enough. Jim was always working on. I mean, there was always something that needed to be done.
For sure.
You know, my personal concern is that I hope Sam and Colby realize that. Sure, they're gonna, try to stay awake 24 hours a day in that place and hunt for ghosts, which is fun. But, dude, this place needs some work, and I hope they have invested time and energy into thinking about how to maintain this historic school building for 100 more years to come.
Yeah, it's them young bucks got a lot of responsibility ahead of them.
Yeah, and you've always been good at doing your chores, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Except for my room.
Except for your room.
Yep.
Well, Sam and Colby have a big room here. Yep, and I'm pulling for them. I think we are pulling for them to make sure that this is going to be successful. But one thing that if we had any advice for them is just remember the community that's out there. I think Jim and Nancy did a great job of building a community of paranormal enthusiasts, and that's kind of evident with the types of events that we've attended.
For sure.
There's a lot of love for the Farrar Schoolhouse.
And people around there.
And people around there, yes. Which really is not much. It's...
No, it's just out somewhere, just out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of Native American reserve in the area. I believe it was the Chickasaw tribe that's in that area. And Maxwell is just a tiny little town.
I was looking on an old map today. The land used to be owned by the Knowltons. This is the original landowners, or at least from 1886. They were the Knowltons. Knowlton. Asaph Knowlton originally owned the property. Farrar is right there, and it's hard to see, but that says A.A. and J.A. Knowlton.
Oh, yeah. There you
So
go.
that little, I'm not sure how many acres that is, but that was their property. And they're also on the property. If you look here in the southeast corner, you have what's called Oldfield. Now,
Cemeteries, right?
cemetery still, cemetery came later because it's not marked on this 1885 Polk County, Iowa map. So the cemetery must have came later. But what's on the same property there, you see giant letters right here, Oldfield. Now, if you look at a modern day map of where Oldfield is compared to the 1885 map, it's no longer there. But I remember one of the first bits of lore when we first went up to Farrar. I can't remember who told us. Or they said there used to be a post office somewhere near Farrar. And sure enough, underneath Oldfield here, it's hard to see, but it says post office. And I pulled up a map today, and you can almost see like a weird spot where the crops are now. It's just fields. You can almost see what looks like where this post office used to be.
Oh, nice.
So I always thought I love looking at old maps and overlaying them with modern day stuff just to see where things were long ago.
And for a small town to accomplish the feat of obtaining a post office zone, that's big. That means that there is a lot of potential in this area. And I remember the first time when Nancy was taking us around the Farrar Schoolhouse, she was showing us some of the old pictures of the old students, and I was surprised to see how big the classes were. for such a small area that didn't have much around it.
No, I was scrolling through Facebook as well, doing some research, and I found an old post from Nancy herself. I think back in 2011 or 12. It was one of the last remaining buildings of the town of Farrar, even though you don't really see on this map a town of Farrar. But there was a building that Nancy and Jim wanted to move to the Farrar property, and it used to be a bank, turned into a grocery store, turned into a residence, and it had to be just a little bit bigger than the creeper cabin for sure. But I saw that post and it got me to wondering, did they ever move it? I know there were a couple other properties on site, like an old garage or a very long white building that was on Farrar's property, and I can't remember if it's still there or not.
Yeah.
I'd like to confirm. Maybe you viewers at home that know a lot about Farrar can tell me what happened to that bank / grocery store / private residence that Jim and Nancy were wanting to move to the Farrar property.
Yeah. Need some boots on the ground here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be careful with getting too close to the building because we don't know what the new owners, are going to do. They're entitled to their privacy,
Right.
of course, but no trespassing. That's not what we're promoting. But yeah, I know that there's a lot of Farrar experts that are out there, more so than us. Teams and individuals that have been there more than 8 times, like us. I mean, they've been there, man, over 20 times, 30 times, 40 times. That's how much they love this adventure at the Farrar Schoolhouse.
Will Conkle.
Oh yeah.
Will has been there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jim and Nancy, Will Conkle. And his wife, Jacqueline.
That's true. And the shirt you're wearing today.
Oh my gosh! Just one. I have many favorite Iowa paranormal teams, but this is one of them, and they're one of our oldest friends as well.
That's where we met.
The
REP
REP.
Paranormal.
Yeah. Allison and Kim.
Yep. In fact, I think we met them at the Halloween events.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm surprised we even talked with Allison because her costume was just crazy spooky.
Does she have a zipper for her face?
I say it was more. I think she might have been a zombie. Memory's not serving me too correct, but she was creepy looking.
Yeah. But not in real life.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Cleans up nice.
Right. And they do great investigative work as well. That's why I've been longtime friends with Kim and Allison. They do solid work. They're still doing it now. They're always going to locations all throughout Iowa. They do Malvern a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They did Farrar a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we always like doing team ups with them whenever we can. Always fun. Maybe one day, Caleb. Maybe one day.
That's right. I'm ready.
It has to happen. I mean, it's been too long since we've been to good old Farrar. That's what a lot of our close friends call Farrar. Good old Farrar. Last time we were there was 2017. As I check my notes.
You sure about that?
Yes. Well, officially. I guess last time we were
Like on a visit?
in the building.
I mean, we haven't even touched on our longest friends that we've known, which is it Katie and Josh?
That was last time we were there officially with their Unknown
Are
Darkness team.
you talking about with us three?
The Hopkins?
Because I remember we took his dad one year too.
Yeah. That was to one of the study halls, I think, or something. Or
That might have been the
That was the
first
Farrar.
yeah.
It was
Paracon.
Farrar. Or
I
he
know-
went there too. When we did that convention,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Well,
was there.
actually, we have
It was
some
just
visual,
4 of us.
We have some visual aids
We certainly
to
do.
help with this. In post,
Let's-
wherever that place is,
For sure.
we
The
have
post
kind of
void.
a slideshow of photographs
And a little bit of
that
video
have been
clips.
digitized. These are on our Facebook page.
Roll photos and footage. After spending a day out at the Farrar Schoolhouse, it was time to head back to Creeps HQ. But we would be returning in a few months to Wisp Expo 2011, hosted at the Farrar Schoolhouse. Alec and I would be representing the CGC as vendor guest at the event. And after listening to so many great guest speakers throughout the day, it was time for the public paranormal investigation after the sun had set. Just as I noticed a cold breeze pass right before me, Alec reacts at almost the same time, mentioning that he thought he just saw something move in front of me.
You just feel something?
That cold air?
Yeah, dude, you had something fly right in front of you. You just feel something?
That cold air?
Yeah, dude, you had something fly right in front of you.
After enhancing the footage from Alec's camcorder, we were unable to capture what he had seen. Though the recent K2 hits, this cold breeze, and Alec's reaction to seeing something was starting to add up to the possibility of an unseen entity joining us in this room.
Here we go. Hello,
Come
hello.
on in, Jackie.
Come join us.
I'm looking for my sister.
She's not in here.
At this point, Jackie Carpenter requested assistance in finding her sister. Alec volunteered in helping her, and in doing so, he met up with some of the other Wisp Expo attendees, conducting investigations of their own.
What?
It's just really cold right here. Somebody reach in there. Tell me if that's not cold. You feel it? Oh, it's over here now. Well, that could have been from the door. What?
In August of 2016, the Creeps Ghost Commandos were invited up to the Farrar Schoolhouse to help co-host a great paranormal event called Summer School. While there, we taught our class Commanding the Investigation, where you learn the proper techniques for not just investigating ghosts, but how to get into the location to investigate, how to remain professional from beginning to the end of the investigation, and how to talk with people during an investigation. Later that night, we teamed up with old friends Eric Klein and special guest Mike Ricksecker to investigate Farrar with the public, along with other distinguished paranormal specialists. What I'm doing is I researched the Native American tribes that were in the area. A while back, on a public investigation like this, we were investigating outside, and we got a couple of responses that kind of related to the Native Americans in the area. There were responses that pointed in that direction.
Who does this land belong to?
Someone's trying to come through, it sounds like.
Could you repeat that for me, please? It almost sounded like it said something Indian.
Yeah, that's how I thought it said Indian.
You think?
And I found a few words that I thought I'd try spitting out myself, because maybe that's just it. Maybe they don't understand the language we're saying. And the first word I used was aho, which means hello. Just then, a light anomaly appears to approach me, then turns around after I say aho. What is fascinating about this is that the woman holding the camera seems to be noticing something. The woman even looks down at the anomaly when it disappears right next to her. Here's the enhanced footage of what was captured. And the first word I used was aho, which means hello. And the first word I used was aho, which means hello. Could this be the entity that is haunting Farrar? I can feel it, lightning crash again, like a...
Man, I thought you were going Creed, but then
That's
it
what I
turned-
thought.
That's what I thought
Then
too.
it turned into live.
That's right. I can feel it.
Good old
Oh,
live.
look at that photo.
What?
Go up a little bit.
What?
Right there.
Dorothy
Who's
Shoes?
that between the two uncles?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, the other one.
That's
That one.
San Antonio,
yeah.
That's San Antonio, you two?
Yeah.
the Drury Inn.
Yeah.
That was,
And then
You couldn't.
Caleb is in the middle.
Oh, that's me.
He did. He was.
10-year-old.
He was born for this.
His first official investigation, which you saw some clips in
All right, go. You can go ahead.
part
Do
1
whatever
of
you
our
need to.
TOSOTOS.
That's right. We did talk about that.
There was an event at Farrar, Halloween at Farrar.
Yeah, go ahead, click on that.
That one says, I don't get the year. But
Yeah, I got the year. October 25th, 2014. This was the event I think we met Kim and Allison.
I think so.
The Halloween.
And I don't think I went, right?
No, I don't think you're able to go. Can't remember the circumstances. But yeah, it was CNH Paranormal and IPIS, which is Jim Beck's group.
Yeah.
CNH Paranormal is Will and his group, right?
Yeah, that's
What's
right.
CNH stand for?
Conkle and Hawk Paranormal.
That is some trivia. All right, let's do it. Wild stats.
Wild stats.
That's pretty good to memorize that because I couldn't have put that together. Conkle maybe. The H, had no idea.
Yeah.
Very good. Wow, look at that. Iowa Paracon, July 19th to the 20th, 2013. You got the Booth brothers. You got John Tenney. You got...
That's Chris Dedman.
Chris Dead. All right, you could take over. That's the dude from Jackass.
Mike.
Yep.
His
Johnny
name
Hauser.
Come to me. Mike Holman.
Mike Holman. That's
It's right
it.
there.
Yeah,
It says it
I'm
on-
just
it
reading
says
off.
right there.
You know
Oh.
Johnny Hauser.
No, yeah, there is all.
We were just talking about him at the Sally House.
That's right.
Yeah. Rosalind Bound was amazing. Even though she kept calling us, "Hey, it's the Rent-A-Cops."
Oh, that's funny, Rosalind.
She was talking about our drip, man. We're gonna talk about our drip one of these days,
right.
but
Still crispy.
No, she was cool. We really had a good time with Rosalind. We had to give it back to Rosalind a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Celebrity status being on the Ghost Hunters
That's right.
Academy.
Yeah. What are the names there?
That's Cheryl Ann Fletcher.
Cheryl Ann, yeah. I remember her.
Yeah.
Scotty Rorick, the
Yeah.
#1 ghost buster paranormal investigator.
He has the souped up car.
He does.
The Ghostbusters Ecto-1 replica, modified, of
Right.
course. But yeah, Scotty and his wife was there. He was just a treat to meet. Really great energy, always smiling.
He
really
is.
enjoyed meeting Scotty there.
Nice positive energy. Speaking of positive energy, there's that Crystal Sheila right there.
Yes.
Ginny.
Yep, and she was Jenny Gurney back then, before her and Chris tied the knot. But this
right.
wasn't our first interaction with Jenny. It's always good to run into Jenny.
Jenny's always been a long-time friend. We always enjoy talking with her. And then and also she runs Enchanted Boutiques along with her mom, I think,
Yes,
and
big
her husband.
supporters of Enchanted Boutique.
Yes. Who dis?
Yes.
Brian Kellick.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, Brian. Did I put that in there wrong, or I thought there was a Chad Kalick.
Oh, that might be.
I wonder if.
Oh, we need fact check.
Yeah, I need to fact check that. Here we go.
Wild stats.
Oh, wild stats. Gideon's
No.
calling for a wild stats.
Let's. Hey, the post void. Here it comes.
Brian Kalick is Chad's younger brother.
And we're back. And then I guess this is the Haunted Encounters cast. I guess they had some sort of TV show. I can't quite. I'm trying to remember.
I mean, it's only 11 years ago.
Oh boy.
Almost 12.
Oh.
Crazy how time flies. And then you got to get into the vendors. There's CCPI, Calhoun County Paranormal Investigators. They were instrumental. Seth, especially Seth Olney and his brother Jesse. I think they were the main kind of orchestrators of this event. You know, just they brought in their crew, CCPI, and man, they worked very hard to create just a booming event. This was probably one of the best paranormal events we've ever attended.
I know Seth's still out there. He tries to produce content when he can. I think he's working on a Haunted Iowa video at the moment. Haunted Iowa 2, possibly.
Yeah, first one. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool the work that they do.
Shout out to CCPI and the fun videos that you guys put out. Really entertaining. I've always enjoyed them.
And they're just really awesome guys. I mean, we kind of share some similarities as brothers. You know, they have that brotherhood. I know Jesse kind of got away from the paranormal stuff, but I think he's deep into the content creation and the Sasquatch hunting that they do now,
They
which is
do,
awesome.
yes.
But just that brotherhood that they share. Yeah, they're some Squatch hunters. Dude, and
Tag
they
me along. I want to hunt.
see you would like to hunt Squatches?
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, I think it'd be cool.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean,
That's
I
a
don't
different. I love my
You don't
comforts.
believe?
Just saying.
I believe.
No comment.
we could take you down to downtown KCK and find some squatches to
Yes, we can. Seen them,
Ouch.
witnessed them. Yep.
There's woods in KCK. That's what I'm saying.
That's right. Just Sasquatch, not.
They walk upright. They're hairy. They're scary.
They gotta be in Seattle, man. Somewhere out there.
Thinking,
Out
You
there
know-
in the Oregon area. That's right. There. Canada, kind of somewhere along that ridge.
yeah,
Just,
Canada for sure.
So I have
they
a
don't want to be
theory.
Americanized.
I have a theory about Sasquatches, and I can't remember it at the moment.
Okay.
Solid
I
content.
was just thinking. I'm trying to think of like comparison to like ghosts and Sasquatch. Why is it so hard to see one?
That's why they do it.
Well, you
It's
got
just so hard
You
to
gotta
see.
think about it. You know, when you go to like an abandoned house or scary place, you're thinking of ghosts. You know, you go out to the woods, you think of Sasquatch. You know, like, but you're not thinking about ghosts when you're out in the woods. You're thinking about Sasquatch. If you go out to a school, you're not thinking about Sasquatch. You're thinking about ghosts. You know, it's just different point of views.
And
But
when
they're
you
so hard to
It's all belief.
find.
It's all
A
just.
ghost is so hard to find a Sasquatch.
It's all hard to find everything.
I
tough.
agree with you on that.
It's tough.
for sure.
But yeah, I do agree with Alec. You know, this was a fun event.
Well, yeah, it definitely was. And there are some others, mysteries of the night, paranormal,
The Paranormal Seekers.
PSI of Iowa. Yeah, they were cool. I remember them. Of course, All Out Paranormal. We've become very close friends with Rex and Chris and Chame.
And Paranormal Endeavors. Or...
Oh man,
I didn't mean to say it that way.
Oh, kid. Here, let me help you out by showing you the DVD cover
This-
of
these are
Paranormal Endeavors,
these are our buddies, man.
Endeavors.
featuring your friend Eric Klein. Yeah,
I'm so glad he got his YouTube channel going.
For
I mean,
sure.
we're owners of the DVDs and watched it, of course, in detail. But Paranormal Endeavor is probably the most innovative, passionate group of paranormal explorers that are out there.
find them on YouTube. I'll put the link down in the description area. The videos that he's put out, Eric's been putting out, you could just hit play, watch them, work on something while you're watching them. These are those type of videos, and they will entertain you. They will keep you company, and they are good stories that he's put together.
You know why they're good stories?
What's that?
'Cause he gets deep.
He does.
He gets deep.
Very creative.
Yeah. I mean, it's the passion to help others on a serious note. He really invests his gift. I mean, Eric is certainly one of the most gifted individuals we've ever met, but he has just a genuine passion to help. And he learned it all from Jackie Carpenter,
Oh my
his
gosh,
mentor. Another lady we met at the Farrar
the
Schoolhouse.
pioneer of paranormal investigating at Farrar.
Yeah. You know, we talk a lot about what Jim and Nancy's been able to do to the Farrar Schoolhouse. Jackie Carpenter is just as instrumental because I think some of the stories that we learned from Nancy and Jim was they learned about the schoolhouse from Jackie Carpenter.
Was she a medium?
Yes.
She was Yes, she
It
had a
is amazing.
gift. And what I remember is that Jackie was driving by, or she drove by one day, and she just had a feeling about this building that was out in the middle of nowhere, and she just felt compelled to go up to the door and see about what the school was about, and that's where she met Jim and Nancy, and things just snowballed from there.
Yeah, we were blessed to meet Jackie, and she was always good to us. You know, she really liked your artwork. You know, it's it's sad to see her. It was sad to lose her, basically.
yeah.
Big void without Jackie.
Good
And
soul,
you could
good
kind of
soul.
feel it at the Farrar Schoolhouse when she passed. Just things were not the same, even though they were still great. But yeah, Jackie was a big heartbeat of the Farrar Schoolhouse for sure.
I like to share this story. We were at Farrar, don't know what event, most likely early on. We were just walking past each other. She wasn't really paying attention to me, but she stopped me and grabbed my arm, and she said, "You will have a big opportunity come your way, and when it does, you should take it." And those words have lived with me. That's how I remember Jackie Carpenter. I mean, yes, I know who she is, but that's her. When I hear the name Jackie Carpenter, I'm back at that moment every time.
Yeah.
So whenever I have a big opportunity come across, I usually take it.
Yep, that sounds like her. I mean, just her intuition was just so in tune with past, present, and future. Yep.
Even if fast food joints have a meal deal, I'm going to take it. If they're going to offer me a big opportunity like that, a 2-for-1.
What if it's like the Cardi B meal deal? Did you ever try that?
Decline.
No. Who had that? Was that McDonald's?
They had
McDonald's
it,
always has some.
but I never tried it though.
Yeah. Why? Because you don't like Cardi B, or you trying to cut down on fast food?
I was trying to cut down on the carbs because of my health.
No, Cardi.
Carbs.
Do you know who Cardi B is?
Huh?
Do you know who Cardi B is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do.
Nice.
Okay.
Cardi B, yeah.
Get is hood. He is hood. He knows.
Yeah, if you knew our.
I like
our
Cardi B.
background.
I think she's cool, except for her past backgrounds and old self. But
Oh, I don't know that.
We need to check the interweb and recent.
no, you did not.
Well, has P. Diddy released any photos with her?
Oh, gee.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it.
At the Diddy parties.
Wouldn't doubt
Okay.
We'll make sure.
She was the top stripper in New York.
Oh,
There you go.
Wild stats.
Wild stat.
jeez. And fast food is just saying here.
Oh, that's not even saying that's reason why. Because people have to make money. So I'm
Oh, sure. Yeah.
not
Hey,
downgrading her hustle. It's the other thing she did while doing that.
I got you.
Wrong path.
Wow.
Cool girl though.
What'd she do? Tell us.
She
There's gonna be a lot of in post.
think of like that one guy who did Little Bill. Way before my time. Bill Cosby.
Oh, the
Opposite.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the female version of Bill Cosby?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
But she did it while, when she was with a customer. So it kind of intertwined with each other. Like I said, you gotta look at it. It's kind of crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just Cardi B. She's cool.
All right, back
She
to
was-
McDonald's. I'm hungry.
Gilling and pudding pops as well, eh?
Back to McDonald's. I'm hungry. Did you know they make some you know how the Big Mac
Yeah.
instead of the
Kais and that mill.
it's you put a chicken in between and it's
McChicken.
called something the Chicken Mac or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's the Kais and that mill right there.
Yeah.
You'll know from our extra content that we've released or will be releasing. We've talked about chicken sandwiches on this show before, and I'm a big fan of chicken sandwiches, so I will be having that. I would like to try it.
It's out right now.
Oh yeah, that could be
I don't
dinner
know if
tonight.
it's limited time
Probably
edition or
limited
whatever,
time,
but
See, this is what I'm talking about. Is that one of those opportunities?
I think so. I had it not too long ago. It was good. It's just you just switch the meat.
Well, I heard
You
that
make all the stuff
they
in
don't
it.
put, like the McChicken. It has the pepper.
It's chicken.
Well, yeah.
Not chicken. Fried chicken.
Yeah, but the McChicken has the pepper flakes. The Big Mac Big Mac does not have the seasonings.
They put on the Big Mac?
No, they put on the McChicken. You know how the McChicken they got the little black specks of goodness, give it a little bit of extra pepper pop. Yeah,
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
this
Yeah.
Big
No.
Mac, chicken Big Mac, I heard doesn't have. It's supposed to be a juicier chicken, so they left the pepper off. but I heard it's bland.
Oh, no.
Because
Go
because
McChicken.
because you had a Big Mac before, right?
Oh yeah, for
Is
too
it-
many.
you
Too
have
many.
not?
What?
I've
You
never had a
haven't?
Big Mac.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Never had
What
it.
are you missing out?
Yeah.
I go there and get a McDouble.
It's because it has the
No, are you a
sauce.
chicken, chicken nuggets kind of guy?
I enjoy chicken nuggets, but I do not get them if I go to a fast food place.
McDoubles were.
Except for Wendy's. Wendy's has really good chicken nuggets.
And Chick-fil-A. Extra
Well,
content, folks.
All hype.
Grill nuggets too.
So we should do that. So next
Chick-fil-A.
time we're around, I try the chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. You try the Big Mac chicken.
Oh, I like this.
And then what did Gideon have to try? What were you arguing about that he has to try that? Not arguing, but
Last episode.
The
Yeah.
Unwich. The Unwich
The
from
Unwich.
Jersey Mike's.
yes, Jersey Mike's. That's what you need to try.
There's
I had
my-
Now what does
Jimmy
Alec
John's
need to
before.
try?
I know, that's what we talked about.
Well,
Oh,
I would have to check my cholesterol.
there is this
before
new
trying
one.
anything.
Culver's has this new burger.
Ooh, okay, you got me.
Oh,
I love
okay.
Go
Culver's.
Culver's.
Okay, I'm
Too
gonna
much.
try it tomorrow. But Culver's has this burger that the cheese is a cheese curd. It's a cheese curd
No.
layering.
Like that big?
I don't know. My roommate was telling me about it, and we were gonna try it out tomorrow.
All right. Well, good. We'll report back.
Yes, please.
I just don't know if I can do it. That's
Do a 2-mile walk after eating that.
something, man. That's gonna be.
Yep. She's
So who's the goat of ghost hunting?
The goat.
well.
The goat. Who's
good
the ghost of?
question.
I don't know.
Goat of Farrar. I mean, if we're talking strictly Farrar.
There is a Goatman Bridge in Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Side
What?
Probably the devil is the goat of ghost hunting.
He's the one that likes to.
capabilities.
You talk about the devil?
Yeah, the devil's the goat, man. The goatiest of all time.
Is he the one that puppets everybody? It's like, hey, I'm right here. Hey, I'm right here.
He is the great deceiver. So I would not put it past him that he does some puppetry.
Or he'd be like, can't see me.
Total John Cena, yes. Yes.
I didn't say John Cena. He did.
Are we
I just said
promoting?
can't see me.
Are we promoting the devil right now?
We are not promoting the devil and his
No,
devilish
let's get back on
works.
track here.
We need to talk about Chick-fil-A now to,
Right.
to get uplifted.
Cleanse this.
The Jesus is chicken.
Right. Goodness.
All right. Put it back to.
Yeah, the goat of Farrar. I would say Jackie Carpenter's up there. I mean, like, I already put her in a high status with Jim and Nancy.
Jim and Nancy, Jackie Carpenter, Will Conkle and his wife, Jacqueline.
Eric Klein,
Eric Klein, yeah.
Seth Olney.
Yeah, the Olney brothers.
Yep. Yeah,
Who?
no doubt. Yeah.
And
you
you've met Seth and
you
Jesse
know,
before.
we encourage you to check out CCPI's Farrar video. I don't think you guys have ever seen it, but a kind of an offshoot of our friends Josh and Katie. Kim was with them. Oh, kind of an offshoot of Josh and Katie, their friend Kim, and
It's a little high.
we like Kim very much as well. They were kind of digging around in the janitor's closet, if I remember. It's been a while since I've seen this video, and just what falls out of the ceiling is just it's mortifying.
That's right.
It is
oh
mortifying.
my gosh.
So I don't want to do any spoilers because everybody needs to go check out this video because it's super intense. It's paranormal related, but man, it's just a crazy chaotic scene that nobody would expect.
We'll put down in the description a link to CCPI's YouTube channel where you might be able to find that video. I think they still have it up somewhere.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's gold. It is gold. I mean, that was crazy.
Forever in Farrar lore.
We got to shout out Ministers of the Haunted.
For sure. Oh,
Guys,
cool
Dustin
dudes.
and John and Jamie. I mean, awesome guys.
That's
Very
right.
cool. Meeting those guys. Keep going up. I think there is one for 2012.
You talk about for Wisp Expo or Iowa Pearcon?
Iowa Paracon 2012.
There were two of them.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
It was August 24th, 25th, 2012. Paranormal Endeavors was there. And that's where we met Darcy. Darcy
McGrath.
Quantum Psi. I don't know if she still has a Quantum Psi team, but Darcy's just she was just a delight to meet. She still does like historical reenacting, which is really cool to see.
That is
living history.
Very
So
good.
big history buff, super smart, super intelligent, great investigator. So meeting Darcy up there at Farrar Schoolhouse, really cool.
There's a small one right there back in 2016. Study Hall XL. I think that was the one that Eric went to. Our brother.
Which one?
His dad.
I
This one?
swore it was the far.
It was.
Yeah, he did. He went up to Farrar with us.
Because that was where we taught a class.
Yeah, he stayed down and manned the booth.
That's it.
With me.
Actually,
That's
no.
right. You went to study hall then. Because Will wanted us to kind of talk about just ghost hunting 101. And we kind of put our own spin. Everybody was kind of, they were assigned to do like a lecture time. So we are like, hey, yeah, we offer some advice.
And I just chill with your brother down there, just with the booth.
Yeah. So this, once again, Johnny Hauser was there. Always
Mike
cool
Holman.
to run into Johnny. Yep.
Jody Parks.
Jody
Rosalind,
Parks.
right?
Yeah. Do you know you remember, I don't know if you could read that, but I remember this.
I remember it.
She holds, or at that time, was the world record holder for the female
loudest burp.
loudest burp. That's right.
Pretty
And
impressive.
She won something on a TV show as well. But yeah, Jody was really cool.
Right.
I think she was on a team with Phil Summers and
Oh my gosh,
man,
Phil Summers.
We kind of kicked it off with Phil. Phil was a cool guy, into music. Hopefully he's still in the music industry. I think they called him the Ghost Box Kid. Yeah, that's how he got into the paranormal.
But gosh, just looking at this, I start thinking about all the relationships and friendships we've made from visiting Farrar. Like so many networking opportunities exploded from Farrar.
Yep, and that's the point. I was hoping that Sam and Colby would understand is Farrar is just more than a schoolhouse. It's more than an old building. This was a gathering spot to learn and network and collaborate and really just treat everybody with respect. And I hope that Sam and Colby continues to create opportunities like what we've been able to experience for the last 15 years.
Right. It's kind of like the smack dab in the middle where East Coast come in and West Coast paranormals come in right in the middle, and it was just a 3-hour, 4-hour, 6-hour drive. Boom, you're right there. It was just a family gathering of paranormal teams.
It was nice.
And it's 3 hours away from the Kansas City area. I know when another buddy of ours, Nick Simons, he was able to make it to Farrar a couple times, and awesome to see Nick up there. So yeah, a lot. I mean, you're right.
Like you said, made a lot of people. You made a lot of paranormal friendship through Farrar.
I'd say that half my Facebook friends, or at least nearly half of my Facebook friends, are because of Farrar.
Yeah, it really is, and a lot of the opportunities that we've been able to find ourselves in after meeting all these wonderful people. Yep.
Were you gonna bring those back? Those pants?
Bring back the old camos.
Oh, I'm sure we can.
Snow camos.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk about our drip in a future episode.
For sure.
There's some other,
It's the biggest question everybody asks.
Yeah, it's a conversation piece.
Oh, we have answers.
At Paracons like this.
What did Dave Schrader say? We can, you guys look like you can ghost hunt and change the tires on my car.
That's
or something
right.
like that.
And change the oil. And I said, yes, we can.
Yeah, we're that talented.
Because we are dynamic.
Like Alec and Caleb said, we're going to touch on our uniforms in a later episode. We're going to talk about our second favorite letter of the Creeps alphabet that isn't Z. It's the letter Y.
That's right.
Second time, guys. Second time. It's a play on Question mark. Why? What? We're gonna answer why.
Yeah, we're gonna answer why.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
Hey, he gets it.
Do you track this?
I was thinking like maybe it's like a Spanish word, like the Y is like E.
Like C.
Yeah, that was like somehow.
Ah, I
No.
gotcha.
That's what
Boy, you went.
I went deep.
He went
To other
yeah.
dimensions.
No, we're gonna be exploring that why factor as to why we wear what we wear when we investigate.
I would love to know as to why as well.
Yeah, we just kind of threw you in.
Yeah,
It's
kinda
like,
threw
here,
me
put
in,
this
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Here's your vest. Yep. And
All
we never
answers.
explained the why.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's
Okay,
coming. Stay
can't wait.
tuned. You'll see it. Hey, we got some big stuff coming up for you. In case you haven't heard, the newest, hottest paranormal convention is going to be happening this February and at a touch into March. February 28th to March 1st. You need to get yourself over to Missouri Paracon 2025, the first one of its kind. Many more to come. I feel it. I know it. It's going to be huge.
Can't wait for this event. I mean, you got to be here. I mean, even if you live in the Kansas City area or if you travel in, it's in the middle of the country. Real easy to get here. Really easy to drive around the area too. This is a can't miss event for really the decade.
That really is.
Since its inaugural event, nothing like this in the Kansas City area has ever happened like this.
It's big.
And they're bringing down some flavor from the north,
They really
where
are.
events like this have been really successful. So huge lineup. You can check out all the details on the Missouri Paracon site, but you have to be there. We're going to be there.
That's right. When you want to check it out, you go to MissouriParacon.com. It'll give you all the details. Just looking at it right now, we got Amy Bruni, Russell Accord.
Yes, indeed.
We got Steve Guns. Oh man, his last name destroys me every time. How do I say it?
We have Steve Gonsalves,
Yeah, right on. Well, good flair. Dave Tango.
his buddy.
That's right. God, he's always had that same style. He's a good-looking dude. And we got Chip Coffee.
Can't wait.
Hopefully Chip can make it. I know he's recovering after a little bit of illness.
He's making it.
He's on the mend. And we got, Adam Berry, of course, from Kindred Spirits, Ghost Hunters, and of course, a good friend of Amy Bruni's that Kindred Spirits always hanging out.
Man,
Always
two
good time.
Adams there, huh?
Oh, yeah, me and him. I can't believe it. Oh, I hope he can deal with this shine. And we got, haven't we seen that dude before?
I think this guy's following us.
Isn't that the guy that worked on our car?
No,
No,
we worked on his car.
worked on his car. That's what it is. Yes, that's right. He dresses real snazzy. I like his bowling outfits. That's Dave Schrader, paranormal investigator, radio host. What? He is a great guy. We always love running into him at various events around the Midwest. I've enjoyed listening to his shows for many years. He's got several of them out there. Dave Schrader, always a good soul.
Yeah, and a fan favorite too.
Oh, no
Seriously
doubt.
talking, yeah. People love coming in to meet Dave.
And then look, Jeff Belanger, met him this past year up in Iowa.
That was awesome.
At the Benton County Historical Society, didn't we come up with a little note for this? The BenCon?
Yeah, the
BenCon Expo, Ben Expo, Benton Historical.
Benton County Historical Society first annual Paranormal Expo.
That's where we saw him. That's right. He was a lot of fun. He told me I was part of his favorite crowd.
Heck
But
yeah.
I also heard he was telling that to everybody. And we got Jawan Mass.
Dude, we have been
Ghost
watching
Brothers.
Ghost Brothers since it came out.
Right.
And I
yes.
think we told a lot of people about Ghost Brothers just because we love their investigation style.
Yes.
But being able to see Jawan there, I mean, that's the guy I'm really looking forward to seeing at this event.
I love him because he's down to earth, and two, his reactions are genuine.
Yeah,
If something
totally.
happens. Aaron Sagers, first time I've heard about him, but now that I see what he's a part of, 28 Days Haunted from Netflix, I bet he knows Nick Simons and
Our buddy.
the real nice guy that we met at Farrar.
Aaron G. Thompson.
Thank you, Aaron G. Thompson. Yes. And yeah, Paranormal Caught on Camera. Hey,
He's the TV
Aaron.
host of that.
Oh yeah, we've sent him a couple video clips. We're still waiting to hear back from you. We've got some really spicy stuff for you to check out.
Yeah.
But Aaron Sagers is going to be there. See you soon. Chris Williams. Wow, that is someone, a blast from the past. She is a like first class ghost hunters.
That's right.
Investigator.
That's right. Her and Dave and Steve really, that brings back a lot of memories of our early days and learning how to do it appropriately. So, the fact that she'll be there with some of her old associates, that's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, Dustin Perry. You want to talk about hair care and never changing and never aging? We need to get him on our show and talk about his hair products.
Discipline right there. That's discipline.
Seriously.
And a really entertaining guy.
Like, how can you take a 20-year-old haircut and still make it cool today? That's what I'd like to know.
Dude's got blessed hair follicles for sure.
Does. I think he was recently at McIntyre.
Yeah, he's definitely loves having him at McIntyre.
Right.
And those events do pretty well.
For sure.
Oh, and then we have Richard Estep.
That's right. I've heard just a little bit about him here in the past couple of years, but I know he's been around the paranormal community for a while now. And I believe he's going to be in charge of one of the public and paranormal investigations.
Yes, more details after this impressive list. We'll tell you more about Richard.
Right. Oh, wow. Oh, man. You want to talk about ancient knowledge and ancient people. Oh, he believes he's going to live to be past 100.
I believe it.
I believe it, too. That's our good friend Mike Ricksecker. We've known him for a long time. We've known him since 2011, actually, at the Belvoir Winery when they had a little paranormal convention. That was a very great intro into the paranormal expos and conventions.
Exactly.
And Mike taught us a lot, and Mike and I are, of course, Mike and us, we're still good friends to this day.
It was an instant friendship. I remember we rode together on a bus to a cemetery.
Oh, it's great. I loved his style, his trench coat. Remember we arrived at the cemetery, that dude was the first one off the bus.
He was ready.
And he was gone into the cemetery.
Seeking answers regarding the unknown. And Mike Ricksecker is a wealth of knowledge, so can't wait to see him again in person. It's been a couple years, but it's always good.
And he's also my publisher.
That's right, Haunted Road Media.
Yeah. All right, we got Greg Lawson. What's he got here? We got paranormal author, investigator, massages and Mothman. Wow, I can't wait to have massages and Mothman talk about him.
That says
messages.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you want a massage from a Mothman.
Well, I thought that was exotic. Okay, fine.
I mean, maybe.
Messages. All right, cool. I'm totally into it.
Yes, messages from the Mothman. And yeah, that sounds like a fascinating read.
I dig his outfit. And right there we got Joshua Darren, paranormal researcher / historian, content creator, and apparently featured on Scariest Places in the World.
And what a lot of people don't know, and hopefully we hear some of this, an impressive R&B singer.
Dang, that would be cool. Hey, yeah, he can pair up with you and your smooth jazz voice at the moment.
I'm ready, yes. Let's do a duet, Joshua.
That'd be great.
I'm ready to make the ladies swoon with his voice.
We will definitely get some content creation going there. Don't take the cough drops. Stop taking the cough drops.
I gotta take the cough drops.
Stay rough.
I gotta prepare for Joshua.
Aha. We got a psychic.
How many people are there?
There's a ton of people.
That's a lot.
This is a star-studded, huge cast. All right, next up, Sarah Limos from Ghost Town Terror and Ghost of Morgan City. I remember watching that show. That show kind of blew up really quick in a good way. I mean, riveting evidence there in Morgan City.
Ghost everywhere.
That's right.
If I remember right, it had something to do with the river.
I believe so.
Or like a stream or the sewer system. They were coming up through the sewer system.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she would know. She's psychic.
She saw it. Tim Ellis, the voice of Missouri Paracon. So he's basically going to be, I know who he is. He's going to be the guy, pretty much
it says Paracon?
Yes, because he is going to be the MC. He's with the group Upper Peninsula Paranormal Research Society. That is the main team that was in charge of Michigan Paracon.
That's right.
And he was the MC for Michigan Paracon, I believe.
Yep, that Upper Peninsula area of Michigan's super interesting. So
really is.
I mean, there's just really isolated stories up there, and the supernatural haunts fascinating stuff from what I hear.
And there's Chris Williams again. She got
double booked.
dead. That's pretty dang cool. Lucky her.
All right, next up we have Rochelle Stratton, paranormal investigator from Ghost Hunters. Also need to check out that Sleepless Unrest.
First time I've heard about it. Looks interesting.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Sounds interesting. Next up, we got Shane Pittman from, he's a paranormal investigator. He's been on the Holzer Files, 28 Days Haunted. Must know the other dude from Paranormal Caught on Camera. And Searchers.
I believe that's, they're doing a podcast now with Searchers, from what I've heard. Haven't tuned into an episode, but I know Shane's going to be a fan favorite out there, too. He's doing some big stuff in the paranormal world.
Yeah, right on for him. That's great. Next up, who we got? Brian Murray, paranormal investigator, also from Ghost Hunters alumni and from Sleepless Unrest.
Yeah, usually he's Rochelle's partner in crime, I guess is the best way I could put it.
All right.
So awesome that Brian and Rochelle will be there, but definitely want to meet up with Brian. Looks like he kind of wears the same style uniform.
He knows what's up.
So that's the star-studded honored guest, man. I mean, this is a huge lineup of people you've seen on TV, people you've seen on the YouTubes and the social medias if you're big into the paranormal, but more importantly, it's people that know their stuff and they have interesting stories of their own. They have interesting content. You know they're going to be having their stuff available to check out. So I mean, this is a perfect opportunity just to come up to them in their booth and talk with them in person, get that firsthand knowledge straight from, some of these really pioneers of the paranormal.
They really are, yeah. So yeah, great deal, great time. If you're in the KC metro area or the surrounding Midwest of the KC metro area, this is the one to go to. Looks like it's going to be early on in the season, so get it going, get your tickets, because we are 2 months away roughly. We're now in the month of January. It is probably, 8 weeks away now, something like that.
Yeah, we've heard the tickets are selling fast too, and you don't want to miss out on this. So it's Friday, which is February 28th, and then Saturday, which is March 1st. But there's an add-on opportunity for Thursday, the 27th, so before the event. Always good. The old saying is the early bird gets the worm. And on that Thursday night at the legendary Belvoir Winery, you have an opportunity to purchase tickets to do a public investigation. And we're going to be helping out.
That's right. We're going to be there helping out Adam Berry and Richard Estep.
And Patrick Keller, who's on the Big Seance podcast. I listened to his episode the other day with he had Jesse and Brad on, who are instrumental in arranging this huge event. And I'm looking forward to meeting Patrick. He sounds like a really entertaining guy. Of course, he knows the paranormal. He has stories of his own, but he just sounds like one of those cool guys you just want to hang out with.
Sure does. It's going to be a great time. As of right now, making this content for you, the paranormal investigation tickets are 75% sold out or sold. So you got 25% chance to get your tickets right now and make that paranormal investigation the Thursday night before Missouri Paracon.
And take it from us, the Belvoir Winery. If you haven't been there, place is stupid haunted.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And we've been exploring the Belvoir Winery grounds since 2010.
Sounds right, yeah.
And we've helped before on public events, and it just, while we can't guarantee that something's amazing going to happen, we can almost guarantee that something's going to happen that's going to be pretty thought-provoking.
If your vibe is ghost hunting, you'll be with your tribe. So come join us, come join the rest of the crew, but come just to the Belvoir Winery during the event, during that weekend, or before or after. You're going to get that spooky vibe and some good wine.
You forgot about that, of course.
Yeah.
The Belvoir Winery and Inn is just an amazing experience. You have to be there. It feels like time travel in a way. It's just powerful stuff. And Caleb's going to be there.
That's right, I'll be there. Make sure you check out the link in the description.
And Gideon's going to be there. His return to the Belvoir Winery, Gideon Coyle. How do you feel about going back to Belvoir after all these years?
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
Gid ain't scared of
No,
nothing.
he sure isn't.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Do it. Get notified.
Yep.
notified.
And Gideon, I mean, just
Get notified.
Hey man, get
been a
notified.
right-hand man.
Get notified.
He knows the buildings like the back of our hand. He knows the grounds, and it's an exploration. You definitely want to dress for the environment. It's an adventure for sure, but definitely going to be worthwhile. So we can't wait to see you there. Just to recap, there's going to be some highly trained paranormal investigators leading this public investigation through the Belvoir Winery grounds. Just to recap, Adam Berry. I mean, just an amazing personality.
Certainly is.
And then we have Shane Pittman. You get to investigate with him. This guy's just, he's doing amazing stuff right now. So you got to take advantage of that. And then Richard Estep. He's just a wealth of knowledge. And then, of course, Patrick Keller from the Big Seance podcast. Really entertaining guy. Can't wait to meet him. And these four guys right here. We're going to be adding our own firsthand knowledge to what we remember personally from exploring the Belvoir Winery grounds all these years. But after all that paranormal stuff, Friday night at 8 p.m., it's a legendary cover band. If you like AC/DC, I'm sure you've heard their songs thousands of times. But there's a legendary Kansas City tribute band called KCDC. See what they did there? Pretty clever.
Really
Pretty
is.
clever. So they're going to go on stage at 8 p.m. that Friday night. Bon Scott over here. Then, after all the paranormal stuff on Saturday, 8 p.m., this is a legendary band in the Kansas City area. This guy has probably been playing shows for, probably 30, 40 years, and it's a party anytime these guys take the stage. Disco Dick and the Miraballs. You've got to check these guys out. Just fun, party atmosphere. You never know what Disco Dick's going to do on stage. I mean, he's just fun to watch. And if you want to do your research, his son is an up-and-coming musician as well. Check that out on your own. It's a big-time discovery when you learn who his son is. So, Disco Dick and the Miraballs, after all the paranormal fun, can't miss these concerts.
I'm gonna be.
You're already pre-gaming for it.
I really am. Yeah.
I'm already losing my voice because of it.
Yeah.
There's just so much to talk about when it comes to this event.
Missouri Paracon 2025, the first one, February 28th to March 1st.
And don't forget February 27th, Investigate with the Creeps.
Yeah. So if you're planning on coming, check out this QR code that I'm putting up right now. Give that a scan. It'll take you straight to the website. Find the ticket option. Pick your ticket. Missouri Paracon 2025, February 28th, March 1st. Can't say that enough. Click the links. Click the QR code. No. Click the links. Scan the QR code. Click the links. Scan the QR code. And it'll get you right where you need to go at the end of February. See you there, folks.
Yeah, there we go. So, WISP Expo 2011, July 29th to the 31st. They had, of course, Jackie Carpenter. I think Jackie and her daughter were instrumental in organizing this.
Mm-hmm.
And her daughters, Elizabeth and Andy. I remember Andy was quite the artist as well. Yep, I believe WISP. Oh, I can't remember the actual words for it, but it was women in something like that.
It was
yeah. Kind of an event focused on women in the paranormal, and we were able to meet up Phyllis Seibert, who's sadly no longer with us, but Phyllis was just an amazing spirit as well. Gave a great presentation. I remember a lot. Stephen LaChance was there.
What was his famous words to everybody in the audience?
Oh man, he made some impactful statements.
He sure did. It was something along the lines of like if you're not prepared to do this, don't be in it or something.
Yeah.
It was something vaguely like that. And I get it.
Motivation by fear.
Yeah. Yes. We'll find out what it was. Gosh, I don't know if I have that on video or not. I may have that video tucked away.
Tucked away, yep. But he wanted to get a message out there. He thought our uniforms were cute.
Oh, nice. Thank you,
Yeah,
Steven.
I came up to our booth. Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Sean Litton. Sean Litton was really cool. I think he's kind of moved to the East Coast. He is a heavy metal guy as well. Really like talking music with Sean. He had kind of this nice internet radio show where he was promoting some nice bands. And his son Mike, I think, came to summer school down the road, and Mike, his son, was kind of instrumental in the public investigation as well. Mike's had some really cool things happening around him. Matt Pruitt was there. I think he and his wife, they were in the paranormal. Dorothy Beecher. So, man.
How the heck do you remember these names?
These are all meaningful interactions, and I mean that personally. It's,
I mean that respectfully as well.
I mean, you got enough going on.
I remember their faces, but their names. Oh, that's just me in general, just not in the paranormal.
I'm telling you, names are my specialty, man. Yep. So yeah, just really cool back in 2011. That was actually before we ever officially explored the Farrar Schoolhouse. And I think I remember Jackie coming up to us and just saying, hey, we really need your help. There was a lot of interest in people wanting to explore the Farrar Schoolhouse, especially up on the 3rd floor. Mm-hmm. And we just said, yeah, Jackie, we'll help you out.
We're in.
We'll kind of help lead the tours, even though we're not too familiar with this building.
That's right.
We will
so
do
green.
what we can. And I remember that was the day. I mean, geez, it was late July. Oh. That's mainly the reason, Caleb, we don't investigate when it's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the reason?
I remember holding my camera up here, and it's the only time, and I play a lot of sports, especially basketball, it's the only time I've seen sweat drip down my arm. It was that hot.
That's not ideal.
You have your keys. You have to get a zoomed in shot of this in post.
I've already taken a picture of it. People are taking a look at it right now.
See that?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yes, I can.
Any guesses?
That is a picture of the Farrar Schoolhouse.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Do you know what it's made out of?
Out of the Farrar's corkwood.
Well, it is close. Go ahead, give it a feel. That is the actual floorboard of the Farrar Schoolhouse when they were expanding
Take a look at that.
the auditorium on the upper floor.
That used to be, and I don't think, even when we went up in 2011 and talked to Jim and Nancy, and we went with Tanya, Nancy was like, we're hoping to get this wall taken down. Because there was a stage, and then like maybe 15, 20 feet, there was this wall. I was like, how could you have a performance, or how could an audience squeeze into this small place when there's a stage? So Will and his crew, basically, they knocked down the wall, and they had to kind of redesign the floor just to fill the voids where the wall that was...
It was put up, but they're kind of restoring it to what it originally was.
Good point. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Restoring it. So he was able to kind of make these keepsakes from the floors that they had to fill in the gap.
I've had this for a long time, ever since he gave it to me, and it's been used every day because it's on the keychain to keys that I use every day.
That's right.
Thank you.
So, like, on the paranormal side, what makes Farrar so great? You guys have brought up how the people and everything, but what on the paranormal, like, why is Farrar that, school?
The mystery of Farrar.
What's the mystery?
So many people have so many different theories. That's one of the things that people are worried about with Sam and Colby. Apparently, they have a reputation of saying demon, 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 demon everywhere, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's any demons up there. Yeah, I got a little spooky in that back room down around the gym. There are people saying stuff was being thrown down there, which seems aggressive, but I don't think it's a demon.
No. People like to lean towards the darker side of things because it's sexier.
Yeah.
It's what people...
Clickbait.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But the truth of it, as far as all the different times we've been up there, how many times did you say we've been up there?
8.
8 different times.
Officially 8.
Like Alex said, there may have been little dark vibes here and there, but a majority of the time it was, I think, when John Tenney and Chad Lindbergh
Mm-hmm.
did their episode of Ghost Stalkers up there, they hit it.
Yes.
They pretty much called it like an interdimensional spirit. Like John sort of had the theory that he's like, what are you even doing here? Like, what are you? And I feel like that's a giant consensus, at least for us and for a majority of the paranormal community that's investigated Farrar. It's like, we don't know quite what is haunting Farrar, but most of the time it's not bad.
Yeah. There's some typical characters. Yeah, the principal that, everybody was like, oh, it's got to be the principal. We're misbehaving in the halls and the principal's watching us, which, yeah, you get a feel of that on the third floor. And right around where the principal's office is. Yeah, but, when you're a kid going to a grade school, the principal is probably the most imposing figure. You'd never want to go to the principal's office because you're in trouble if you go to the principal's office.
Spooky figures as kids.
Just a stereotype.
Yeah.
The janitor. Janitor was another character at the Farrar Schoolhouse. Janitor was kind of seen to be a mischievous, grumpy character.
The cliche janitor.
Yeah, and we had a grumpy janitor in our grade school.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yep. He lived his nickname, which is Madman.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. He loved that nickname because he was kind of into racing cars.
He did have a cool truck.
Yeah, he had a great truck. Nice S10.
Yeah.
But, he turned out to be a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, people are like, the janitor's always grumpy. Yes, he is, because he's got to clean up after all these kids. He had to clean up after me when I threw up at a popcorn party. I'll never forget that.
Whenever you have too much of something, huh?
Yeah. Popcorn and cream soda.
And pancakes.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah, the old Belvoir Winery pancake event. I challenged myself to just go crazy on pancakes and samosas. That's the orange stuff, right? No, it's not samosas.
It was samosas.
That's the orange and champagne?
Champagne and orange juice, baby.
Oof.
Yeah.
I will never drink. Is it a samosa?
I think it's samosa.
I don't drink.
Now you're going to get me confused with the Mexican dessert chip thing.
Yeah.
Sopapillas.
Don Cholitos.
Don Cholitos.
R.I.P. Don Cholitos.
R.I.P.
They made some really good stuff.
I bet so. Buffet, right? Sometimes?
No, I just remember the sopapilla bites.
I see.
But I think it was a buffet.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yep.
What about you, Gideon? What about Farrar?
What about Farrar? Just like any other investigation, it's a calm place, just has history.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Native American history there as well.
That could be a possibility of not the principal or the janitor. It could be a Native American roaming
something
around.
deeper attached to the land.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why us mainly European mainly why us
Trying not to get canceled?
trying not to get canceled there.
People.
That's why us descendants of other countries have that certain view of what a ghost is to us, but when we say it is a Native American spirit, that is mysterious to us because we don't know hardly anything about Native American culture.
I think that's why, like, when we investigate, we just call it the unknown because we don't know what's out there, what's creeping up on us.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
I honestly think because I saw a ghost and it creeped up on me.
That's the genuine consensus at Farrar. It's creepy. Don't know what that is though.
Exactly. That's why I say it's like any other place, calm.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
just want to investigate there because it has history, just to see what's the unknown or what's on the other side of the other side.
Segue.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
I left out another character, the kitchen. I spent my solo session. This is, I think, where we started doing solo sessions.
I thought it was Belvoir. Because I remember going up to the creepy third floor, and I slept up there. I slept on there.
I do remember recordings of you snoring. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I fell asleep up there.
I think we
I was
have footage
tired.
of that.
You know, that's sometimes a form of investigating if you have a camera with a nice long shot. But yeah, in the kitchen, Marie was one of the cooks, lunch ladies, and yeah, I think Marie's presence still is there as well. She loved taking care of the kids, making sure they're well fed. I mean, just emotional
Bubbly
attachments.
Bubbly lunch lady.
For sure. One soul that I could think of that still may be up there is Katie Hopkins' soul when we first met her. Roll footage!
Footage unavailable.
Yeah. Sorry, Katie.
Yeah. I'm so glad we're still friends after all these years and that we got to meet Josh as well. Josh, you are a good guy. We still want the truth. No, nobody here. No, I see someone.
Are we getting closer to finding the truth?
I think so.
What is the truth?
Well, recently, another connection. Of course, I've talked about Josh and Katie, how we met them at Farrar, but we recently went to their event that we talked about in our first episode at the Benton County, what's it called?
Benton County Historical Society first annual Paranormal Expo.
Oh,
Wow, there.
is that the one in August?
That was one in
That was
August.
one in
That's
August.
And I said, do it in late September.
That's right.
You said, yeah, and they listened to you.
Yeah.
They listened to Gideon Coyle.
I'll go.
Thank you, Josh and Katie, for listening to Gideon Coyle. But while we're up there, we stumbled across a great mystery, and we had a
Unknown
feeling.
Of the other side.
Yeah, there
okay,
was another
Than
side
that.
to this.
Yes. There is only one truth, and we knew who had that truth. And we went in search of that one person who had the truth. Watch and wait for the video. It's coming soon.
So let's go back
It's
to
only
Katie
small
Holmes.
interest.
Hopkins.
Katie Holmes?
Katie Hopkins. Sorry.
Oh boy, Tom Cruise is gonna
Oh,
knocking on this cabin door.
AKA
Watch our Scientology
Mr.
video
Hopkins
coming
gonna come
out
over
in
here
the
and slap
future.
me. Huh?
What?
What?
And we're back.
Who's Katie Holmes?
She dated.
You don't know who that is?
No clue.
She was in
Husband
Batman.
and wife.
Okay,
Cruise.
Batman. Which Batman?
Oh, sorry.
A lot of
There's
Batman.
only 20 Batmans.
Christian Bale Batman.
Okay, who was she?
She was in 1 and 2.
There was two chicks. There was Raja Ghul's daughter.
Not her.
Oh, so the
Katie Holmes.
other one.
Yeah.
I know who she is. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I got a face. We're good.
She got blowed up because Two-Face made the wrong decision. No.
Batman couldn't make the right decision.
No, he didn't, did he?
Well, no, he didn't. He didn't understand.
He wanted to save Harvey Dent.
Ooh, Batman messed up.
Speaking
messed
of
up.
Batman, my kid's gonna be a Batman,
I saw
Halloween.
you. Oh
There
man,
you
that
go.
was a
and I'm gonna be the Joker.
that was a tight outfit you had on. That was a
Yeah.
good Joker.
Yeah.
Had this video been coming out before Halloween, I would have made sure he dressed up in that same Joker outfit.
Oh yeah, I got
I'll go and pull up a picture.
Oh yeah, we
That's
should.
him. Yeah.
We should have dressed up for Halloween.
Oh, it's okay. This is why we're going to be in 1 year. Mark our words. We will be in costume. 1 year from now, you got to dress up in something.
Oh.
Is it
I'll
gonna
figure
be?
something out.
Is it gonna be a same theme dress up
Nah,
for all of us?
No, you can be whatever.
be whatever.
Yeah.
It don't have to be whatever.
Wild cards.
Wait,
We could be in sync.
four dudes. Four dudes.
One
T-
Direction.
I don't know.
Hey, four dudes.
Yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P.
Hey,
Too soon.
four dudes. TMNT.
Where were you when Liam Payne died?
Oh.
Who's gonna be Leonardo? Who's
Talk
gonna be
about going one
Michelangelo?
direction.
Who's gonna be Raphael? Who's gonna be Donatello?
He's on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kick over here.
Are we gonna
I
have
would
to-
have
I'll
to
be Leonardo.
I would have to
You
be Mikey.
you got to be Mike
I would have to
Michelangelo.
be. I would have
You
to
got to be the Donatello, and you got to be the Raphael.
No,
Or am I the Raphael?
I was always Leonardo because I like to be a leader.
And you're the intelligence of the bunch, and then he
said it.
just likes to party.
Yeah.
Party hardy.
I could
with
be
all the
Raphael. Raphael's cool.
pizza. No,
likes his
Raphael
pizza-
is the
his
one like.
queso pizza.
"Arr."
Did you know he's the last survivor?
No, Michelangelo is.
No, it is Michelangelo.
Oh.
He was the second to last.
Yeah.
Because he.
What?
They died?
Well,
The last Ronin.
Extended, they had a last
Oh.
Ronin. Hey.
No,
That's
are
how
you doing?
ready for video game?
Are you ready for the rated R one? The last Ronin?
I would like to watch it.
If it
Sorry to
comes
get you
out,
caught
right?
up to
Is it coming out?
speed. It's sort of like an off branch, kind of like there's different types of stories for Batman, but there's different types of stories for the Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
Basically, all the Ninja Turtles die. Michelangelo's the last one. He basically uses all their weapons and becomes what's called the last Ronin or the last
They
Ninja
killed
Turtle.
Michelangelo?
They killed off three of the
Yeah,
turtles?
yeah, because he just reminded me that it was Mikey, because I thought it was Raphael, but
That's
Raphael
what I
was the
thought
second
because it
to
said
last.
Rodin or not Rodin.
Because
Rodin.
everybody thinks, okay, last Ronin, he's the last one. He's got to be the serious character. No,
Yeah,
they take
because he's the tough guy. Raphael is.
right. No, they took the most free-spirited, funny one, and he ended up being last, and now they made him all dark.
Wow.
That's why it was rated R for adults only.
Yeah,
They're going to make a video game, too.
that's gonna be
Really? When is it going to come out? Next year?
I don't know.
Probably sometime. I mean,
Don't worry.
I'll watch it. I'll watch
It's
it.
just a spin-off.
Dude,
Time to
dude,
cope with
dude,
this.
yeah, cope with it, and I'll watch
Yeah.
it with you if you want to go.
Well, I don't know. Is April O'Neil in it?
She might have died
what?
too.
It's hard to say. Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
April would have made it.
No, I don't know how long turtles live or how
That's true.
the lifespan of a mutant turtle.
Well, Splinter's got to be alive. No, Splinter died.
Splinter and Shredder
died,
probably
I remember.
finally offed each other or something.
Yeah, I remember that. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Drugs.
Yeah,
hardcore. Trash.
makes sense. Yeah. Oh, and another person we met at another awesome Farrar event. In fact, I brought back an artifact from that I still keep in my gear
Oh my
today.
gosh, yeah.
Pit.
Very cool, man.
The Hughes family. And Patrick. Can't forget about Patrick. But Chris and Ray Hughes still keep my Pit koozie. Actually, I keep my Melmeter in it.
That's right,
So
he does.
The buttons don't get mashed.
Smart.
Right now, it's keeping my water nice and cool, but
Multifunctional.
this Pit, yeah. Chris and Ray and Patrick. And the daughter's name, I forget.
Yikes.
I know.
Strike on you.
Darn it, it'll come to me tonight. But yeah, the whole Hughes family was really nice to meet. Been a long time, but we remember you.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Pit? They had the coolest name.
Cool logo, cool
Yep.
colors. I like
Dig
it
it.
all.
Alan Corneliuson.
Oh, Alan Corneliuson, author of Stagecoach Inn.
And In Too Deep.
In Too Deep, yeah.
Yep. We met him at the. In fact, we have the flyer. We're able to bring this from the archives. Oh, hitting the mics, hot mics. So yeah, this is the Summer School Paracon.
August 27th,
Say
2000.
19.
Yes. So yeah,
It
I
was
got the
Josh
CNH,
Hurd and
the
that-
Ministers,
the Aline brothers.
Moth,
Alan.
Alan Corneliuson, great author. Really interesting guy, and honestly, we're like enjoying his. He goes out to like peaceful locations, Native American heritage, and
Does he meditate?
yes, he does, and he plays just meditation music. So
And just to get into the deep,
yeah,
like his
really, I mean, yeah,
Book?
it's
Like his book?
refreshing, it's awakening, and it's very meditative. So Alan Corneliuson, a really cool guy. We met at another Farrar event. Check out his books.
We'll put a link in the description as well.
like and subscribe.
Do you want to talk more about Josh? Josh Hurd?
Josh Hurd, he is a beekeeper. Do you remember that?
We just learned about that at
Oh, yeah.
the Benton
Yeah.
County Historical Society first annual Paranormal Expo.
He quit Facebook.
Did he? Oh, good for him.
Yeah, that's
you know.
good. But he keeps up his Malvern page running. So
Well, good. You got to keep that going, Josh, because we need to get back.
yes,
you know,
Josh Hurd, owner and proprietor. Is that the right word? I don't know. Definitely owner of Malvern Manor up in Malvern, Iowa. If you don't know about it, again, another link. Check it out. But you probably have if you're watching this show, because right now, Malvern's so hot right now.
Is it?
What I mean is popular.
Oh, it's always been popular, yeah. And I see why, because that is a cool place to visit.
Yes.
And explore. That Shadow Man hallway, just shoot. When we teamed up with Rep, you couldn't make it. This was before your time. We did it on Leap Day, February 29, 2020, I believe was,
February? Was that just like the... February 20th?
29th. We did it on Leap Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met
that was like
the back room
13
day.
days before the shutdown.
It was.
Yeah.
It was pre-COVID.
Because I think it was March 12th when they... Boop.
Feel real, yes.
Get out of here.
Weird time.
Sorry.
Yep. We met Kim and Allison from REP Paranormal up there and just had a wild time. But we're taking you guys to Malvern Manor.
Perfect.
I mean, you think Beatty Mansion was freaking scary?
Is that the one that you heard sound and I heard a sound?
Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah, you heard it downstairs and I heard it, or basement, right?
You guys,
And I was upstairs. I'm like, no.
You're gonna hear.
I heard
stuff.
something, and you guys didn't hear anything in the middle.
No.
Why?
I was in the basement.
You were in the basement. Where
Yeah.
were you?
I think I was.
You were back in the safe room.
That was something.
Yeah, we got you out of there.
There was stuff going on.
We did you dirty by going down to the by you drawing the basement.
I'm ready now. I can easily face it now, but man, that was
luck of the draw.
Well,
unluck of the draw.
Surprisingly, you guys have good hearings, but I heard it and then he heard it.
Yeah,
something there.
Why?
I was pretty spooked in that, but I've had very similar vibes to the Malvern Manor. I mean, Malvern is creepy, but it's awesome. I love the little town of Malvern, the classic cafe, and this little burger joint. They just have different hours. We've never been able to do the burger joint just right down the hill from the Malvern Manor.
If you're hearing this, watching that video, next time we come up, please be open. We'll call ahead.
We tip.
We do.
Support local businesses.
Yes, we
That's
love
right.
Small
small
town
business.
business. Yes.
All right, back to
Cheat codes.
thank you on everybody.
Yeah, thank you on everybody.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Sammy and Colby just needs to be careful and not push everybody away.
Right.
That's it.
And be careful.
Like dude,
Keep the OGs close.
you're in the Midwest, man.
Perfect way to put it.
Yeah, that's close.
It's always good as like a new hire to always, just keep the old things going, but it's always good for change. So I like this. I like the move.
Yeah, it is.
Getting the young, 750K subscribers they have. It's great for Farrar.
Will they make prominent a note of Farrar's history and the people who have already given them the opportunity to purchase it? I mean, had it not been the people who had come before, they would have never known.
The
Farrar existed.
old owners believe in the new young ones that are wanting to preserve the history of this place. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully.
Change is always good. Just remember that. Change is good.
And consider the economy right now and people's budgets a little tight in the Midwest here.
That will come down. Don't worry. Because when did they buy it?
Well, it's just
like I said, beginning of the
past year.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of the show, I said everything has gone up.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, and that's what I was noticing. I was like, all right, so we saw the price of how much they're offering at Farrar right now.
$1,300.
It's a lot. And then on our previous show about the Conjuring House.
Got to be the whole weekend.
Well, it has to be.
Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night.
I think, yeah.
Conjuring House is about the same price, but I think Conjuring House gives you from like dusk till dawn.
Dusk to dawn.
But still, it's all in that pressure. I'm just hoping they're not like looking at like all the big name paranormal investigation properties out there and saying, well, this is what this place is popular. This is what we should charge as well. I'm hoping that's not what they're doing.
It might be. I mean, that's what they're familiar with. Let's look at their content. They're always going to the big places.
Yeah.
The slam dunk places that you see on all the TV shows.
For
It's
sure.
Basically what they know, I'm assuming.
Sammy and Kobe, just be careful. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Don't let your investment go awry on you.
Yeah.
And we've always said, in order to understand the paranormal, you must first have a grasp on the reality that surrounds you. The reality of the Farrar Schoolhouse is there's a lot of people who love that building. Ain't no demons in that building.
No.
Sure, there's some scary experiences. I believe I saw my one and only shadow figure up on the 3rd floor. It freaked me out. I'm going to go back. I'm not going to run from it. I want to explore that more. I want to tie it to the historical figures that helped build the Farrar Schoolhouse and
For
that
sure.
helps keep it there today.
And I'm hoping we could bring Caleb one day to there too.
Yep,
For
To
sure.
investigate.
Yeah, Caleb's down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring the
Just
old
like
school.
Bucyrus.
Just like Bucyrus.
Just a touch bigger.
Bring back the old school snow pants.
Oh man!
Bring back
All
the
right,
snow pants that front.
And then
you heard it here. We're gonna try and bring back the snow camos.
Like somebody
saying.
once said, they're cute.
Yeah. Maybe we can go change Dave Schrader's oil now in camo pants. See if he would say, like, you guys look like you can change oil and protect me at the same
We'll
time.
do it. 'Cause we are dynamic.
Yeah.
I just want to speak some reality here. Farrar's got a basketball court.
oh,
We're not going to
Three-pointer.
be able to keep Caleb away from.
I did, yeah, I
from the
said
bat. He's going to be hooping all night, and the temptation's there. We've hooped as well.
I did do it at Bucyrus a little bit.
Yep. We have to make sure Caleb stays on task, keep a camera in his hands at all time. But we'll have some hooping moments.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have to save our money, apparently.
And hopefully they give us a weekend discount, like just a weekend, the whole 2
Yeah,
nights.
You can't explore Farrar in 6 hours.
It's hard to put time on paranormal investigating, and probably 5 to 6 hours is not a good time frame for gathering evidence at any location.
We've also, another thing we've always said as paranormal investigators, or I like to use the word paranormal explorers, our worst enemy is time. Time moves so fast when you're exploring these buildings, trying to analyze what's going on around you. You need more than 6 hours for sure.
Like dusk to dawn.
That's right. Nothing better than seeing the sunrise.
Sundown first and then sunrise.
Sundown, yeah, it gets dark. And then
Sundown and then sunrise.
Yes, it's a beautiful feeling that we've experienced many times, and that's what people need to experience at Farrar. They have that big open yard right in front.
Great place for camping.
Big time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Free advice.
Well, Farrar is in Iowa. I wonder why.
Well,
Alec is wearing that
and I-
Iowa shirt.
He's a Caitlin Clark fan.
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah. Well, you know,
He threw me off of that
I
one.
respect what Caitlin's done. I respect any 3-point shooter, especially when you're more than 5 feet away from that 3-point line. You're shooting deep bombs. But I'm just wearing this Iowa shirt because we've always said Iowa is our home away from home. I'm not promoting any certain team
Better not.
in Iowa, especially anything that has purple in it. They could go to Minnesota for all I care. But I'm just promoting the Hawkeye State. It's not promoting any certain teams. We're just guys from Kansas. But,
That loves Midwest.
Yeah.
Rock
we
chalk.
we don't like tornadoes or cyclones. There's nothing good about that.
Big 12, gross.
We're just promoting the Hawkeye State.
Guys,
That's
they're-
all.
Cyclones are doing really good in football right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well,
I think they're like number 7 or something.
Iowa State Cyclone football
I think so.
has made it up.
They're doing great.
Top 10.
I think so.
Fat chick.
But I think
Yeah,
We're going to get some wild stats here.
wild stats here
Our
because
sports
I
guy.
think Kansas State's still up there, right?
They're
Kansas
still in the
State's still
top
up there.
25.
As of now, rankings, Iowa State is number 9 at 6-0. They are
6-0.
Yep. They are 6-0.
I'm hoping the Chiefs will be 6-0 tomorrow.
Check on your Hawkeye friends, people. Well, this is where we put on the end credits, folks. I think we've... What was that? The light went off. Anybody see that?
Which one was that?
Oh. Ah. Hey.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Who did it?
Other lights are on. It's not somebody cut the wires outside the cabin.
I think somebody must have cut the wires.
How'd that happen?
Ghosts will come.
I better call
If
the
you
owner.
build it, ghosts will come.
Does he even have a phone? Or do you have to like send
Nope.
smoke signals
Smoke
or
signals or go to his house.
crazy horn?
No. He should be fine. It's a Saturday. I'm sure he's not busy. Or he says he likes to visit graveyards on the weekend, but I'm sure he's home.
He's probably working.
Yeah. There we go. Then get that back on there. Yup.
Bluetooth mode.
Thank you, Bluetooth mode. Or as my son likes to call it, toot toot mode.
Doot doot.
We've dug way deep into Farrar's history and told you a little bit about what we know about its history and about our history of it as well. And we're hoping that the new owners of Farrar learn from this history and as well as others' history of Farrar, hashtag history of Farrar, that they treat her right.
That's right. There's a lot of people pulling for you. A lot of people will support you if you support them. Trust us on that. There's a lot of loyalty to the Farrar Schoolhouse. You just have to send out a warm invite. People will show. It's Iowa.
Yeah.
We should also take this time to just a heartfelt thank you to Jim and Nancy Oliver. Really want to thank you for everything that you've done for us and for this huge community of Farrar supporters that you've been able to create, whether or not you know it or not. Just thank you for all the hard work to keep these opportunities open for us. And congratulations on this new chapter of your life. You guys deserve it. We know you went through a lot of sacrifice to provide opportunities at the Farrar Schoolhouse. A lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of early mornings. Jim always cutting that big old yard, always cutting the grass. And we just want to thank you very much, and once again congratulate you on this.
Yes.
This is awesome for you, and we're happy, and we can't wait to hear what's going to be new in your adventures moving forward.
Since we're done, right?
Yeah, I think we closed it out pretty well.
I think we did.
I think we touched on a lot of the main things we want to talk about with Farrar. So, yes, thank you all for joining us for another episode of The Other Side of the Other Side. Be sure to check out more of our videos and stay tuned for more. Like, subscribe, follow, hit that like button, and make sure that you get notified. That's a t-shirt. It just says notified.
Notified?
Yeah, just notified.
But now they know.
We're working on the shirts.
Yeah.
Make sure to comment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. Would you like a notified t-shirt? Just says notified. Maybe in a small little hashtag on there.
And would you eat a Culver's cheddar cheese burger?
Oh, it's the
Curter burger.
The Curter burger.
which is not a very appetizing name.
It's not. That's crazy.
But hey, we're not knocking Culver's. We're big fans.
Right.
We're big fans of your Butterburgers.
I agree. See you next time. On or from? Because we're on the other side. So, see you next time on the other side of the other side. Give me another mega powers. Oh, yeah. Oh.